Red sky, red land, Navajo reservation, open scene, sighting. Mike Kelly's office on the phone with Yoshi Kim, Yoshi hello, in Japanese. Mike, Yoshi my friend, Yoshi. Hi Mike, what's up? Mike, yo, Yoshi, how much time will you need to pack and be here in the US? Yoshi, consider it done. G, what's up anyway? Mike, it's too much to tell you over the phone, but check your facts and call me from the earphone on the money line. Yoshi, sounds better and better every second. How much money will I need to bring? Mike, for starters, about 30 to 40 million. Yoshi, say no more. See you in the morning, dude. Mike, Yoshi, I told you about that slang, it's not you. Yoshi, same thing my wife said last night. Mike, let me go. I'll call you in a few hours. They hang up and Yoshi calls his aide. Yoshi Ming, get me the facts that just came in and call Mr. Goza. Go to the film Open. Open with an authentic Indian war call song. Then mix in a real Japanese call to battle sound on screen. We'll have on the left of the screen a 7th century look of a group of Indians on horseback in full stride. On the right side of the screen, we'll have the Japanese shogun look, on horseback, in full stride. At this moment, we run the credits with a clash of two cultures meeting in the middle of the screen. Reopen scene. Setting. Blackfoot Bigay and Ben are talking at Blackfoot's home in the backyard. Ben, grandfather. He turns to Ben. Ben, tell me once more about Machista. Blackfoot. What has your mind on Machista after all this time anyway, Ben? Ben, it's my dreams once again. After so long of not thinking about him, he's come back to haunt me. Blackfoot Machista is evil in the form of man. You see, in a time not so long ago, Machista was a god to our people until... Switch the scene to show Blackfoot flashing back to the past when Machista in the form of a man killed a young Indian girl after he raped her. Blackfoot. He killed that young girl and he was cursed by the chief of the tribe to live in a cavern forever. Ben, why is it that I dream of him so much? Blackfoot, you are destined to meet with Machista in battle. Ben, and the time draws near. Ben, grandfather, how can this be? He's not real, he's just a story. Blackfoot, you have a lot to learn yet, Ben. All things will come to you in time. Don't be hasty. Machista is as real as you and I fear he's grown ever powerful. Ben turns and looks to the hills. Switch the scene to Mike's office, with him and Yoshi talking about the business plan given to Yoshi by Mike. Mike, so Yoshi, what do you think? It has profit written all over it. Yoshi, I'm impressed. When is this auction? Mike, must you ask? You know me. I work fast. It's today. Yoshi, then, as your people like to say, let's make a deal. Mike calls in his secretary. Mike, Michelle, can you come here for a moment? I need your help. Michelle, yes sir, Mr. Kelly. I'll be right in. Michelle talks to herself. Michelle, what next? I need a vacation from him and this place. She enters Mike's office. Michelle, here you are, Mr. Kelly. Mike, Michelle set up the contracts for the Goza deal. Also, have it ready in 2 hours. Call my limo to the front. Mr. Shuzi and I will be going to the bid site. Michelle, I'll get right on it, Mr. Kelly. She starts to exit the room. Mike, Michelle, sir, Mike, how long have you worked for me, Michelle? About 9 years, Mr. Kelly. Mike, don't you think it's about time you dropped the Mr. Kelly crap? I'm just Mike, okay? Michelle, I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly, Mike. Please forgive me. I'll just get the job done for you. I promise I'll work on it. Switch the scene to Ben's home with him talking to his girlfriend. Ben, you know I love my grandfather, but he's going crazy. I don't understand him. He is so wise and yet talks in riddles. Tracy, Ben, you know your grandfather loves you. Couldn't it be that he is right and you refuse to accept it? Ben, Tracy, I thought I could talk to you. You two are fool enough to tell me to accept my dreams as truth. Has everyone gone crazy, or am I the only one that has any real control of his mind? Be for real, Tracy. Tracy, Ben, you are so smart, aren't you? I just don't understand how someone so smart can be such a fool. You refuse to believe your grandfather is a wise old man. Some say he's a prophet. Ben, enough, okay. Let's talk about something other than Machista and my grandfather. Tracy, no, Ben, you have a gift. Whether you choose to or not use it is up to you. You can't run away from your calling, and who do you think you are? You'll never, as long as you live, Ben, order me around. At that moment, Blackfoot enters the room, unannounced to Ben and Tracy. Blackfoot, Ben, you may feel I have gone beyond my years, but the evil that has come to our land is that of man. Are you so blind that can't see the winds of change? No one can dream the same dream for so long and not have some connection to that person's life. Ben, in shock, would not answer, but he starts to think back to his young childhood when he would spend a lot of time talking to his grandfather. Switch the scene to Ben's past childhood. Blackfoot, Ben, why do you look so unhappy? You are a child. Enjoy life. Ben, grandfather, I keep thinking of a monster that will kill our people. Blackfoot, what monster? Ben, he's evil. I don't know why or how, but he's gonna come and get me if I'm not ready, and I'm not. At that moment, Ben runs and hugs his grandfather and Tracy. Switch the scene to Mike and Yoshi at the auction. Mike, Yoshi, you know the drill. Sign up and we'll play good guy, bad guy game. Yoshi, let's do it. Mike, this is the plan. I'm signed up already, so remember, you have to sign up as a guest of the Kelly Corp. and then we'll block all bids. Yoshi. Mike, you're a whiz at this. I worry about your cunning. Mr. Goza thinks that this deal will take 4 to 7 days to secure, and we'll have it done within a matter of hours. If I know you, we'll be someplace far out of sight by the AM with 2 fine ladies. Am I right? Mike, would you put your dick away for a moment? We have work to do here. At that moment, they go to register, and Yoshi is told he can't buy any land due to the US block on how much land the Japanese can purchase. Auctioneer. Good afternoon, sir, and welcome. Please sign here and list your host. He signs. Auctioneer. I'm sorry, Mr. Kim, but this auction is only for US companies. Yoshi. What are you telling me? Auctioneer. I'm very sorry, sir, but we can't allow you to buy any land for auction today. Yoshi. Then page A. Mr. Kelly of the Kelly Corporation, this is unacceptable. I've come all the way from Japan to hear some 2-bit minimum wage. Nobody tells me my money isn't welcome. At that moment, Mike walks into the scene. Mike. What's the holdup? Sign it and let's go. Yoshi. This person has informed me that no Japanese are allowed to bid on the site today. Mike. What kind of fucking prejudice is this? How could you say this? Auctioneer. I'm sorry. I didn't set the policy. I'm just doing my job. Yoshi. Same thing the slave master said. Mike. Yoshi. Come on. No need to fight with her. She can't help herself as much as help us. They walk away. Pick up the scene with Mike and Yoshi in Mike's car. Yoshi, now what? Mike. I'm working on something, but let's take it slow. Yoshi. Slow? I don't have the luxury of time. Mr. Gozo will want an answer about what I'm doing with his money. Mike. Relax. Let's get something to eat at Engen Joe's. The car now reaches the entrance to the Indian reservation. Gate guard. Hi, how are you, Mr. Kelly? Mike. Fine. How are you, Lou? Gate guard. I'm fine. Long time no see, my friend. Mike. You're right, I've had a lot of work to do these days. How is your family? Gate guard. Good, good. Thanks for asking. Go right ahead. Mike. Lou. I'll see you soon. He drives off. Yoshi. I thought Indians didn't like you Americans on their land. Mike. In a way they don't, but my relationship with the Indians goes back several years. I've done some developments on this land. Yoshi. You didn't tell me about your past dealings with the Indians. You never cease to amaze me. Mike. Someday you'll cut the slang. They reach Engen Joe's and get out the car to enter the restaurant. Yoshi. What's up, Mike? Mike. What are you talking about? Yoshi. My slang, as you call it. Is that all? Mike knows all that. You suck when you try to talk slang. I keep telling you over and over again. Yoshi. So, Mike, cut it out. That's all. Yoshi. Okay. My wife told me the same thing. Waitress. Welcome to Engen Joe's. May I take your order? Mike. How are you, Mrs. Lang? Waitress. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mr. Kelly. How are you? Mike. Fine. I feel good for an old man. Waitress. If you're an old man, I'll take some of that any day. Mike. Give me a moment to order. Waitress. No problem. Take your time. I'll be back to take your orders in a few moments. Nice to see you again. Mike. Thanks, Carla. The gate guard's son enters the section of the restaurant drunk. Gate guard's son, Carla. Bring me some fucking food right now, and don't try to bring me any damn coyote burgers either. Waitress. Ed, you've been drinking again. Gate guard's son. So what's new? Oh look, here's Mr. Kelly. Big man, find me some fucking work. Mike. Ed, keep it down. When you sober up, give me a call about a job. Now I feel you had best go home and get some sleep. Gate guard's son. Thanks, Mr. Kelly. I'll go home, but to have another fucking drink. Waitress. Thanks, Mr. Kelly, for dealing with Ed. He used to be a hard worker. We don't have enough jobs for all the people here. Switch the scene to Ben and Tracy out in front of Ben's home. Tracy. Ben, let's forget about your dreams for now and take your grandfather home. Blackfoot. You talk as if I'm an old man. I don't need a ride home. My truck is outside. Tracy. Grandfather. I just thought you could do with a little rest. You live a long way from town. Blackfoot. Tracy, I know you're looking out for my best interests, but age to me is just a number. I'm young at heart. Ben. Grandfather. What's your secret?
Arizona home. Sex. Lots of it. I thought it would kill you, not help you live longer. At that moment, Ben's dad enters the room. Ben's dad. Blackfoot. Stop being crazy. Act your age-old man. Blackfoot. Tell me, grandson. How do you act at over 100 years old? Ben's dad. I don't know. Try reading or giving words of wisdom or something. Tracy. It's all right, Mr. Begay. Blackfoot is refreshing, to say the least. I have to go home now, but I'll see you tomorrow, Ben. Ben. Hold on. I'll walk you outside. Tracy. Good night, Mr. Begay. Ben's dad. Night. Tracy. Tracy. Will I see you tomorrow, Blackfoot? Blackfoot. No. I'm going to stay home and pray for our people. Tracy. Well, see you soon then. I'll come up with Ben on his next trip up to see you. He nods his head, and they hug. Tracy and Ben exits and walk out to Tracy's car. Tracy. Let's go to Engen Joe's. What do you think? Ben. Anything to spend more time with you. Hold on. I'll tell my dad we're going out. Ben shouts, Dad, I'll be back. I'm going to Engin Joe's. And they get into the car. Switch the scene to Ben's dad and Blackfoot talking about Machista. Ben's dad. Grandfather, what made you drive down here today? Blackfoot. I felt like driving out. Is that so wrong? Ben's dad. Yes, it is. You can't fool me, old man. The time has come for Machista, hasn't it? Blackfoot. Machista has found an ally. We'll have to come together as a nation to overcome his power. A day will come when the coyote and the owl will become one. You will know the sign. And on that day, I must find my path to one God. Ben's dad. My son Ben is the gifted one, isn't he? Blackfoot. Yes. Ben's dad. I fear he's not ready. They look up to the hills. Switch the scene to Ben and Tracy in the car. Ben. Tracy. You know I love you. Don't you? Tracy. Yes, I do. I love you too, Ben. But you're going to have to respect me and my feelings. Ben. I'm sorry about today. I'm afraid my dreams have taken control of my life. At that moment, they pulled up to Engin Joe's and ran into 7 of their friends out front, talking about the lack of work and opportunity on the reservation. All the scenes are on the Arizona Indian Reservation, Gate Guard's son. Who needs land if you don't have any money? Roy. You're right. We need work and better schools, Gate Guard's son. Yeah. People laugh when they think of Indians. Hey, rich boy Ben, come here. Ben, what trouble are you starting up now, Ed? Gate Guard's son. No, rich boy. I have a question. Since you went to that white boy college in New York, how did they treat you knowing you were an Indian? Ben. I had friends in college. Gate Guard's son. No. How did they treat you? Ben. You're not going to get me involved in a discussion about how our people were lied to, cheated, and had their land stolen by the white man. Gate Guard's son. Look around. Truth is, we are nothing but jewelry makers and casino operators. Ben. Don't forget drunks, Ed. Ben walks away with Tracy back to the car. Tracy. Ben. Let's just go to my place. Gate Guard's son. That's right, Ben. You're not one of us. You've sold out to the same white man who makes movies about cowboys and Indians that portray us as savages and killers. When, on the other hand, they make their cowboys look like they were good. I'll never forgive you for that. Ben. Ed. I don't want or need your friendship. I went to college. Yeah, the same one you did. And when times got hard, yes, they didn't like us because we were Indians, but damn it, I hung in for 4 years. Won't you tell the truth, Ed? You don't like me because I didn't give up, and you did. Gate Guard's son. It's not over, Ben. Remember that. It's not over. Switch the scene to Mike and Yoshi, talking in Mike's office. In Scottsdale, near the man-made lake, Yoshi. This is not going to look good for me. My boss will frown on failure. Mike. It's not over yet, Yoshi. Tonight, at Engin Joe's, I came up with an idea that will change the world. Yoshi. What idea? Talk to me, Mike. Mike. Relax. I'll call in your flight back to Japan, but you'll have something better to carry back with you than just a simple deed. What you carry is the idea of the century. Mike. That's why we get along so well, Yoshi. You don't question my decisions. You go with what works. Your fate is in good hands, trust me. Now, being that your hands are free, look behind you. At that moment, 2 women walk into the pool room, unrobed, and start to swim. Yoshi's girl. Enough with the business talk. Let's fuck. I never made love to a Japanese man, and I don't plan to tonight. Don't get me wrong, but I want to be fucked. Can you deal with that? They start kissing. Switch the scene to the next morning with Yoshi at the airport telling Mike thanks for the trip in the night. Yoshi. Mike, when should I read this proposal? Mike, I don't need to tell you when to be rich, do I? Read it on your flight back home, and call me after you've read it all. Announcer. May I have your attention, please? Flight 176 nonstop to Tokyo. Japan is ready for pre-boarding. We're asking that all women, children, and people flying first class please begin boarding at this time. Yoshi. Sounds like I'm up. Mike. Have no fear. I'll see you in about 2 weeks max. Yoshi smiles and walks on the plane. Yoshi. Remember to have the girls ready then. Switch the scene to Yoshi reading on the plane, and Ben reading his great-grandfather's book on Indian gods. Show the cave with Machista looking at them both. Machista. Yes, Yoshi read on. What you carry is the poison of my people, my rebirth. Ben. You are weak. But I will toy with you for a bit longer, boy. Reopen the scene with Yoshi and Mike talking over his idea on the phone. Yoshi. This idea is gold. We'll be rich. Rich beyond mention. Mike. Like I told you, it's all good. Yoshi. But can we sell this proposal to the right people? Mike. You secure your end, and I'll have all my chips lined up here on my end. I'll call you in the AM tomorrow. About 10:00 a.m. your time. No, make it 11:00 a.m. I'll have the meeting about closed up, and with my end closed, I can call your company. They hang up. Switch the scene to the next day with Yoshi going over the proposal with 15 of Japan's most powerful people. Yoshi. Gentlemen, as you can see, this deal will not only help our companies, but it will benefit all of Japan. Please turn to page 13 and look at this scene. The land we propose to purchase is located here. It's over 16 million acres of land in America, not owned by the US government. The implication alone is enough to ensure your faith in this idea. As you have reviewed on the last page, we'll need a total of $100 million, with a long-term investment of $16 billion over 4 years. VP Toyota. This all looks nice, but what guarantee do we have that this merger will not come back to haunt us? VP Yokosuka Corp. Yes, I must agree with Yamamoto. I have another question. Has your Mr. Kelly made this deal, or the proposal known to the Indians? Yoshi. Hold it. Before you ask me any more questions, let me finish. This project has never been done before, so we'll have to be creative and business smart. Gentlemen, I assure you of this. Japan will become the world power if you allow me the chance to close this deal. Mr. Goza. Yoshi. We all know of Mr. Kelly's great vision and ability to make money. We have all read this proposal. Are you so confident in this idea that you're willing to risk your position here and your life, Mr. Kim? VP Toyota. It looks like Red Country to me. VP Toshiba. Yes, what good will Red Country do for us? Yoshi. Yes, to the first question, Mr. Goza. I will risk everything, and let's call the proposal from now on Redlands. At that moment, Mike calls, and the secretary pushes him through to the boardroom. Yoshi's sec. Mr. Kim, I'm very sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Kelly is on the line. Yoshi. Put the call through on video.com. Mike. Greetings, Mr. Kim, and hi, Dozo gentlemen. Yoshi. Mr. Kelly, I wanted to tell the group about the idea in more detail. Mike. No, Yoshi. I've given you the tools to bring this idea to life. Gentlemen, go for it or not. Yoshi. Call me with your decision in the next hour. Yoshi. I'll call you back, Mr. Kelly. Mike. Mr. Goza, I respect your vision and please forgive me for being so brash, sir. Business is business, gentlemen. Mike hangs up at that moment. Switch the scene to 2 weeks later with Mike and Yoshi talking in Mike's office about the way to talk to the Indians. Yoshi. Mike, I know you have a plan, so shoot. Mike. Okay, this is the deal. In the morning, we have a meeting with the tribal council of the Navajo, Apache, and Mohave tribes. It is important, I can't stress this enough, that we only have one spokesperson. Me, Yoshi. Wouldn't it be better if we both gave a presentation on the benefits of this deal? Mike. No. It would only complicate things. Remember this. Your people have customs and traditions that you honor to this day. Indians are proud people, and will need respect if we are to be successful. What I'm telling you, Yoshi, is don't fuck with this deal. Mike sec. Mr. Kelly, sorry to bother you, but it's Mr. Goza on the line for you. Mike. Put the call through. Yes, Mr. Goza. Mike Kelly here. How can I help you, sir? Mr. Goza. How is everything going so far? Mike. Well, as good as can be so far. I was just going over the proposal with Mr. Kim. Yoshi in the backdrop, going thumbs up. Mr. Goza. Good, good. I understand that you get along well with these people. Mike. Yes, sir, I do. It's a business relationship. Mr. Goza. Is my Mr. Kim doing his part? Mike. Yes, sir. Myself and Mr. Kim are working side by side to ensure success. Mr. Goza. Then I will hear from you in a week on the success of this deal, I trust? Mike. No, sir. You'll hear from your Mr. Kim on this deal. Mr. Goza, I like your style, Mr. Kelly. Someday you'll live or die by your attitude. Sayonara, Mr. Kelly. Mike. Sayonara to you also, Mr. Goza. Switch the scene to Ben's father and grandfather talking in the council hall to the group of Navajo, Apache, and Mohave Indians about the next day's meeting with Mike and Yoshi. The crowd. We want work, and we want work and respect. Ben's dad. Please, please allow me a moment to speak. I have read this so-called proposal from Mr. Kelly and the Japanese firm collectively called United Japan. It is all lies. We once owned so much land here before the white man came and took our land and renamed our homes. They call their homes cities and towns, but our homes are simply called reservations. A crowd person. Who cares about the past if you have no future? The crowd starts to scream and shout. Ben's dad. Please, please temper your anger. It won't help us to be angry. Gateguard's son. Easy for you to say, long stand Bigay. Your family doesn't need this deal. We do. Look around. Our people are suffering every day. Mohave elder. We will achieve nothing this way. In the morning, we will meet with Mr. Kelly, and after the talks with him, we will make a decision. Gateguard's son. We will no longer leave our future up to a group of old men. From now on, my future is up to me. He walks out and 70% of the young people follow him. Switch the scene to Blackfoot and Ben sleeping, and Machista taking their souls to his cavern. Machista, Ben and Blackfoot, hear me well. This day marks my beginning and your end. Fear not, brother. I plan to have sport with your Apache and Navajo friends first. Then, I will kill you all. Every Apache in this world will die. It's your own doing. Ben, you're not real, and this is just a dream. Blackfoot, no, Ben, he is real, and his powers grow with each moon. Machista, boy, you have been my toy from birth, and you still fail to understand your great-great-great-great-grandfather Geronimo did this to me. His blood surges through your veins, but you are too foolish to act upon it. I will kill you last, boy. Switch the scene to Ben's room with his waking up in a cold sweat and calling Tracy on the phone. Tracy, hello? Ben, Tracy, I have to talk to you right now. I'll be right over. Tracy, hello, who is it? She hangs up and Ben rushes to Tracy's house. Switch the scene to Blackfoot's home. Blackfoot, it's time. Ben will be here soon to find out the truth of our people. One God, help me prepare this boy to be a man. Switch the scene back to Ben and Tracy in Ben's car, driving to Blackfoot's house. Tracy, Ben, what's going on? Talk to me. First, you dragged me out of bed without as much as a word, and now this. You are going crazy, Ben. Ben, it's Machista. Look at my right hand. He put this mark on me in my dream, and now it's here, and I'm not dreaming. My grandfather Blackfoot was also in this dream. If he remembers, then it's true Machista is real. Tracy, Ben, Machista has always been real. You never felt the fear of his power, Ben. Real or not, he's going back home. To hell. At that moment, they reach Blackfoot's home, and he meets Ben out front in the driveway. Ben, grandfather, Blackfoot. Yes, Ben, I know of the dream. The time has come for me to tell you all I know of Machista. We have much work to do. Switch the scene to the next day with Mike and Yoshi at the gate to the reservation. Gate guard. Welcome, Mr. Kelly and Mr. Kim. Mike. Thank you, Lou. I hope this welcome will carry over into the meeting today. Gate guard. Let me be the first to say that our people want what is best for our nation. Yoshi. That's what my people will bring to this land. They drive off and meet with a crew of news people outside the council hall. A small group led by Ed, the gate guard's son. Gate guard's son. Mr. Kelly, we are here to see that the youth are heard today. We want this 100%, don't we? The crowd. Yes, Yoshi. Thanks for your support, Ed, and all your friends. They enter the council hall and are met by a crew of news reporters. The reporters. Mr. Kelly, can we get a word with you? The reporters. Mr. Kelly, is it true that you are attempting to buy the Indians' land? Mike. I have no comment. CNN reporter. Mr. Kelly, answer this. Is it not true that you plan to sell out the USA to Japan on this deal? Mike. You people seem to know it all. Print it. Just be ready for a call from my attorney, Rodney Thompson, out of Trenton. At that moment, Longstand Begay meets the two and stops the reporters. Background sound will have reporters asking the same questions. Longstand Begay. Welcome, gentlemen. Please have a seat. Switch the scene to the live report of a CNN reporter. Alan Ross, CNN reporter. Ted. Are we about ready? Cameraman. Alan. We will go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. CNN reporter. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am here live from the Navajo Indian Reservation, where we are waiting for the outcome of a meeting with a Mike Kelly of Kelly Corp. And another unnamed constituent of Oriental Decent. It was leaked to me by an unnamed source that this meeting is to propose the sale of the Indian Reservation. CNN anchorman. Ted, how is it possible? And what grounds will the U.S. have in its sale, if any? CNN reporter. I'm not quite certain as to the legal implications of such a deal. Bye. As we all know, the Navajo, Apache and Mojave Reservation is land owned by the Indians, not by the U.S. government. We'll keep you updated on any late-breaking news. Switch the scene to the meeting room with Mike and Yoshi talking to the council. Mike, gentlemen of the council, please allow me a moment to secure in your minds what this proposal will do for both the Navajo, Apache, and Mojave, along with the Japanese. Longstand. No. I, as the chosen spokesman for the unified tribes, say this. We have read your proposal. Mike, we respect you. Mr. Kelly, in the past you have done many great things for our nation. Let me tell you a story as it was told to me. Mike. We are in trouble, my friend. He's getting into the story bit. Longstand. Our people once roamed this vast country, from generation to generation. Then came the white man. We once owned the house, as you call it. Mr. Kelly, now we only have a room in the house called America. If we sell our land, and the Japanese tell us to move, what will we have? Yoshi, gentlemen, I assure you, long stand. Mr. Kim, you are in no position to assure anyone of anything. Sit down. Long stand. Allow me to ask you a question, Mr. Kim. Yoshi, please do. Mike, be careful. Long stand. If we offered to buy Japan, would your people sell it and risk the loss of their home, along with their culture? Yoshi didn't answer. Long stand. As I thought. Good day, gentlemen. The council turns their backs to Mike and Yoshi. They get up without a word and walk out. Switch the scene to later on that night with Mike and Yoshi talking about their next move. Yoshi, Mike, do you still have my samurai sword? Mike, Yoshi, did you think this was my only option? Look around. This isn't... Yoshi, I hope you plan to use this other plan soon. Mike, just come on and get in the car. You people worry too much. They drive to the gate guard's son's home, and he helps them get in the back hills of the reservation. Yoshi, what are we doing here in the back of a truck? Mike, we are about to close this fucking deal. Yoshi, someone wake me up because I could have sworn we got a firm no today. Mike, yeah, from the acting council, but the true landowner is Blackfoot Begay. Switch the scene to Mike going to Blackfoot's house at 2 a.m., gate guard's son. We're here, Mr. Kelly. What are we gonna do at Blackfoot's home anyway? Mike, thanks, Ed. Keep this between us. Mike walks up and knocks on Blackfoot's door. Blackfoot, Ben, is that you? Mike, no, Mr. Begay. It's me, Mike Kelly. Blackfoot, Mike, who? I'm an old man. Go away. Mike, Mr. Begay, it's Mike Kelly. Don't you remember me? Blackfoot opens the door. Blackfoot, what can I do for you, Mr. Kelly? At this time of the morning that I couldn't do later on? Mike, I'm sorry, Mr. Begay, but I had a land permit to get signed, and I couldn't find any of the council members to sign it. Could you sign it and I'll be on my way? Blackfoot, I shouldn't sign anything being that I can't see so well anymore, but you have my trust, Mr. Kelly. Blackfoot signed the proposal that now gives the land to the Japanese. 50% today, and in 2 years, 100%. Mike, you can go back to sleep now, Mr. Begay. Blackfoot, Mike, before you go, I see the mark of the coyote on you, but in time, you will make the right choice. Good night, Mr. Kelly. Mike goes back to the truck and tells Yoshi of the success. Mike, Yoshi, my friend, holds this. Congratulations, Japan is now the owner of Redlands. Yoshi, no, Mike, not Redlands anymore. Hiroshima II. Bless you, my friend, I owe you my life. Mike, Ed, drive us back to my car and here is 10 for you. Ed, thanks, Mr. Kelly. Mike, Yoshi, chill kid, I would rather have cash. Yoshi, what? Mike, don't allow your people to fuck over these Indians. Stick to our agreement. Yoshi, now you need to chill, Mike. I see a new nation with Japan and the Indian nation working together for the good of both cultures. Switch the scene to Yoshi and Mike at the airport the next morning. Mike, Yoshi, here is the ABA for the joint Navajo-Apache National Bank account. Now transfer the money ASAP so we can close this deal. This won't be an easy change for the older Indians, but they will live with it. Yoshi, Mike, I transferred the money last night, so relax. I'll see you in 3 weeks max to start the new government. Switch the scene to the next day with Longstand Begay talking to Blackfoot about the scam that Mike and Yoshi pulled on him to sign the deed. Longstand, how could you do this to us, grandfather? Blackfoot, simple. Mike fooled me with his swift words of the coyote. Longstand, I only have one question. Blackfoot looks at Longstand. Longstand, is this our destiny? Blackfoot, our destiny isn't written in stone. We'll be fine in the end. At that moment, Ben and Tracy walk into the scene at Blackfoot's home. Ben, grandfather, is it true about our homes? Longstand, Ben, now is not the time to ask questions. We have to go to the emergency meeting at the council hall. Switch the scene to a melee of reporters and Indians out in front of the council hall. Gate guard's son, look, the council may have said no, but the Japanese know how to get shit done. We are rich, and soon we'll have jobs, and with it comes respect. Mojave chief. Please, please, one moment. No good can come from evil in the form of lies. Gate guard's son. You say lies, old man. I say who gives a fuck. We as a nation will make an impact. CNN reporter. We are here live once again at the Navajo, Apache, and Mojave Indian Reservation, where word has it that the reservation has been sold last night when Mike Kelly of the Kelly Corp. and a Japanese businessman who sources confirm to be a Yoshi Kim of the Goza Corp. CNN anchorman. That's correct, Alan. Yoshi Kim is confirmed to be the Goza Corp. Representative. Heat is the climate out there now. CNN reporter. As you can see, it split this reservation in half, with some people happy about the deal, and some groups are optimistic as to the choices of either side. I would have to say At that moment, the gate guard's son walks up into the scene. Gate guard's son. If you're going to report it, do it right. We are sick of old customs and traditions that are outdated and only help to keep the old men in control. CNN reporter. So, is it safe to say that most of your people are for this sale? Gate guard's son. Look around. We have been paid. We didn't give away our land. America, get this right, because I'll only say this once. At last, the Japanese compensated us for our land. CNN reporter. As you can see, the tension's starting to mount. Word was just passed that all non-Indian residents must leave the reservation right now. I'm going to try to confirm this. At that moment, Longstan, Ben, Tracy, and Blackfoot pull up. CNN reporter. I think this is Blackfoot Begay, the man who reportedly sold the reservation. The crew of CNN approached the jeep. CNN reporter Blackfoot. Is it true that you sold out your people's land? Longstand. No. We will release a full statement as to this betrayal once we have completed our meeting with the council. CNN reporter. Betrayal? Does this mean the sale was illegal? Ben. That's the problem with reporters. You never can be told anything in a nice way. It always has to be rude. Now move the fuck back. At that moment, the council and the reservation police came up and had the cameras shut off and had everyone removed from the area. Switch the scene to Yoshi landing in Japan with a group of the investors and Mr. Goza greeting him. The group. Yoshi, Yoshi, Yoshi. Yoshi bows and walks up to the group. Mr. Goza. Yoshi, you did it. Good job. I had faith in you. VP Tupac Inc. Yes, good job. Too bad you don't work for me. They laugh. Mr. Goza. No, Yoshi is loyal to me and the Goza Corp. Yoshi. Gentlemen, from now on we work as a team. One united Japan. Mr. Goza. You're right, Yoshi. Come. We have a ceremony in your honor. And your family. Remember them. Come, enough talk. Yoshi. Gentlemen, I thank you for your confidence, but I must first brief you on the deal. You see, we had to switch the scene to Ben and Tracy talking at Engen Joe's. Tracy. Ben. I'm scared. What if the Japanese come back tomorrow and say everyone must move off their land? Ben. I'm scared too, but the council will come up with something. Across the room was Ed, the gate guard's son, and he was talking to a group of people about the Japanese. Gate guard's son. Now we will have respect, power, and most of all, a life worth living. Tracy. Ben. I see that look in your eyes. Don't bother with Ed today, please. Ben. Ed. Is that what you think? The Japanese will just come here and let us keep everything after they paid us dirt for our land? Not even you could be that stupid. Gate guard's son. Ben. Answer me this. If I am so stupid, why is it that I was the one who helped Mike and Yoshi reach your grandfather in the first place? The Japanese will bring change, something your family and that broken down council couldn't do. Waitress. Ed. I'm with you this time. Ben, Tracy, your lives are good. I work here 6, sometimes 7 days a week, and don't have a dime to show for it. Gate guard's son. Ben. I told you this wasn't over, didn't I? I may not have gotten you back, but I got your family, and, in part, got you. Ben. No, Ed. You didn't get me. You. Gate guard's son. Yes, I did, Ben. You're right. I got all our people. What I got them was jobs. Look around, Ben. No one cares about us. We have been swept away in a corner of the world. But no more. We're back. At that moment, Blackfoot comes into the restaurant. Blackfoot. Ben. Tracy. Come. We have much work to do. Gate guard's son. Look, here's the man of the hour himself. Shit, I'll drink to that. Blackfoot. Ed, I've known you from a boy, and someday you'll make the right choice. I just hope it will come soon. Ben. Grandfather, he helped Mr. Kelly and that Japanese man to trick you. Blackfoot. No, son, he helped me pick a moment to fight Machista. Gate guard's son. That's right, Ben. You and your girl run along and pretend to fight a myth or something. Crowd member. Ed, I'm with you. The Japanese will bring us work. I would sell my soul to the devil to get a good job. But I won't have you talking to Blackfoot without respect. He is a shaman. More so, he is an Apache, the descendant of the great Geronimo. Have respect. Gate guard's son. I don't care about anything but getting paid back for my country. I'm not alone in this, so don't make me out to be some kind of bad guy. He turns to Ben. I suggest that you all go home. Tracy. Let's go, Ben. Mr. Big A. I may not be a shaman, but I know the day will come that they all will run to you for help. She turns to Ed. I can't understand you, Ed. Gateguard's son. Let me tell you something. I'm fucked up sometimes because I drink. He turns to Tracy. What's your reason? Switch the scene to Redlands 2 years later with the Japanese firm in place. The reservation is renamed Hiroshima 2, with 2 cities, Coyote Country and Ukuskaville. The Indians are being systematically pushed out of their homes, and the Japanese have kept to themselves. Reopen the scene with the young people meeting with the council. Young person. Today, I lost my job. I was told that they needed to slow down production. How could they lie to us like this? Looking to the council. I've seen plans for more growth. They used me and you're next. Longstand Begay. You are not the only one affected. They have planned several more layoffs until they have moved in all their people. Looking around the room. We, as the council, tried to tell you all they didn't care. It's not Japan we dislike, remember that. It's the Japan United Corp, Gateguard's son. We were wrong. Even I was fooled by them, with their words of change and smiles. At that moment, Blackfoot walks up to the podium. Blackfoot. Some men talk of peace, but in their hearts they mean war. Our people will not suffer for much longer. It is time we remember a past, long since forgotten. Machista, the forgotten god of our past, is once more among us. I am but one man, but it takes one man to make a change. The crowd member. What are we to do now? Blackfoot. We must seek our past to defend our future. In the past, we respected our council, and we loved our land. Machista is evil. I've seen our future, and you will be victorious. Gateguard's son, Blackfoot. I'm sorry for what I have done. I let greed overcome my common sense. Looking at Blackfoot. Mike and Yoshi lied to us. Longstand. Ed, we don't have time to point a finger at who did this or who did that. What we must do is find a solution to our problem. This is the plan. Switch the scene to Yoshi's office, talking to Mr. Goza about the new factory. Mr. Goza. Yoshi, I must tell you that you are doing a great job with this project. At that moment, Yoshi's secretary calls him to say he has a call on his other line. Yoshi sec. Excuse me, Mr. Kim, but Mr. Kelly is here to see you. Yoshi, tell him I'll be right with him. Mr. Goza. No, he's here because of the Indian layoffs. Tell her you're not in your office. Yoshi, turning to his intercom. Ming, tell him I'm out at a meeting. At that moment, Mike walks into the room. Mike, is this what it's come to, Yoshi? With his hand on his hip. You can't fuck me and forget me, Yoshi. Don't pull this saver bullshit with me, Mike. You make an appointment like all the rest. You got that? Looking at the roof. Mr. Goza. Yoshi, what's going on? Yoshi sec. Walking into the office. Sorry, Mr. Kim, but he just walked in on me. Yoshi, looking at the phone. One moment, Mr. Goza. Ming, get the hell out of my office and call security. Now. Mike. You think your little security people are any match for me? Mr. Goza. Yoshi, will you need me to come and take control of this situation? Yoshi. No, sir. I'm in full control here. I'll call you back, sir. Mr. Goza. Good. Sayonara. Yoshi, sayonara, Mr. Goza. They hang up. Mike. Now that you're done kissing ass, tell me what's going on. Yoshi. What are you talking about? Mike, with his hand in Yoshi's face. Don't play around with me, Yoshi. At that moment, 2 security men walked into Yoshi's office. Guard. 1. Mr. Kim. How would you like for me to handle this, sir? Mike looks at Yoshi. Yoshi. Put Mr. Kelly out of here now. Guard. 1. Sir. Yoshi. Don't you ever second question my orders. Put him the hell out of my office and off my land. The 2 guards go to grab Mike. Mike. Don't touch me. I'll go. But let me say this. Yoshi, I've done a lot in my day. But I've always, until this moment, valued our friendship. Do you think it's over, chump? Yoshi looks at Mike. Who cares, Mike? Money and power are all I need, and we're just the tool to get it for me. This isn't about Japan or Mr. Goza. It's about me and money. Got that? Pointing to Mike. Mike, I got you, Yoshi. Mike with a half smile on his face. Yoshi, now, get him the hell out of here. The 2 guards went to grab Mike, and 4 of Mike's bodyguards walk into Yoshi's office with guns pointed at Mr. Kim. Mike, Yoshi, don't ever underestimate me again, or I'll kill you, and I won't think a thing of it. Yoshi's security men look to Yoshi for orders. Yoshi, looking at Mike's men. I don't plan to see you again, Mike, and if I do, it will be I killing you. Now, if you're done, get out of here. Mike and his bodyguards walk out of the office and Yoshi sits at his desk pondering his next move. Guard 2. Mr. Kim, should we go after them? Accelerate the scene to 2 months later, with the Goza project in full swing. The Goza Science Building being built up in the hills of the old Indian lands once treated never to be used. Reopen the scene with Yoshi's construction crew, not being able to demolish a wall of stone. Crewman 1. In Japanese. Why haven't you demolished this wall? This project is behind because of you all. Crewman 2. In Japanese. I don't know why, but I know that wall won't move. You're the boss. You figure it out. Crew chief. What's the problem here? Crewman 1. Sir, the wall won't move. Crew chief. Then order some C4 and get it the fuck out of my way. Do you want Mr. Kim to get wind of this or what? Get it done. The two bows and call in Pronto with the C4, but not even a crack was put in the wall. The crew chief called Yoshi to see what could be done. Crew chief. Mr. Kim, I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but we need your help in Section 3 of the new Goza building. Yoshi. I'm not a chemist or construction worker. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought this was your job, so why do you need me? Crew chief. Sir, you need to see this for yourself. Yoshi. I'll be right there to get rid of all you fuck. He hangs up. Switch the scene to the CNN reporter, talking with his boss about the claims of deception on Redlands as told to him by the Indians. Most of all by the gate guard's son. Reopen the scene with the CNN reporter talking to his boss about doing a covert story. CNN reporter. Come on, Audrey. You've got to let me do this story. I've got the inside scoop on this. They trust me. Why can't you? He turns to the door. CNN editor. Alan, you're a good reporter, but I'm not going to get us into any legal or political debates with the Japanese. It's that simple. You go on Japanese land and you're not in America anymore. You're a trespasser, and you carry the name CNN with you. I don't know about you, but I have a duty to protect this news program. CNN reporter. He looks up at the lights. So, are you telling me that I don't have a loyalty to my job or coworkers? Fuck that. Audrey, this is the story of the century. I can feel it in my gut. But, more importantly, he points to the map of Arizona. People live there, and they are being exploited, used, and turned into modern-day slaves. Don't turn away from this story. Let me do my job. CNN editor. Alan, who is the boss here? She paused. I said no. You can't have my consent to do the story. She turns away from Alan. Alan and his cameraman starts to walk out the editor's office. CNN editor. Alan. He stops without turning around. CNN reporter. Yes, boss? CNN editor. I still won't give you my go-ahead to do this story, but when has the word no ever stopped you? CNN reporter. Thanks, Audrey. I know you wouldn't let me down. CNN editor. Don't thank me. My position is still no for the record. She smiles. Now, get to work. Switch the scene to Ben, over at Tracy's house, with 3 of their friends talking. Nick. Ben. Did you hear that we will be put out of the reservation? Jackie. My father was talking about that as well. At one point we had 90% employment. Now it's as if we are totally out of work. She looks at Ben. Ben sits in the center of the group, not saying a word. Switch the scene to Yoshi at the construction site. Crew chief. Over here, Mr. Kim, pointing to the wall. This is what I'm talking about. Yoshi. This, what? Crew chief. This, rock face. We can't as much as put a nick in it. Yoshi. What? Man? Are you blind? It has markings on the rock face, which implies it can be nicked. Shit, man. Get it done. Crew chief. Okay, Mr. Kim, watch this. He points to his crew. The crew chief calls in the demolition crew to blow up the rock face, and the blast didn't harm the rock face. Yoshi. What kind of rock could withstand a blast like this? At that moment, Mr. Kim calls Pronto. Pronto. Yes, Mr. Kim? Pronto is one of the last few Indians working for the Goza Corp. Yoshi. What is that writing on the wall? Pronto. Some of it I can make out, but the rest only a shaman could read. Yoshi. Then find me a she-man, or whatever the fuck you call it. Pronto. Sir Blackfoot Begay is the only Apache shaman left. Yoshi. We can't count out his help. Can you read any of it? Pronto. It says to something to keep closed forever, and something power, and to pray. Yoshi. Put it this way, Mr. Moto. When you call me, you had best to have only good news or find a new place to work. Got it. Yoshi turns and walks away. Crew chief. Yes, sir. He turns to his crew and says, Now, what are you all just standing around for? Get back to work. 3 hours later, the crew chief and Pronto have found the key to opening the rock face. Blow it up. Pronto. Mr. Moto. I think I've got it. Look here. The writing isn't all Apache. It's a lost language of some kind. Crew chief. For our sakes, I hope you found it. I didn't come all the way from Japan to be unemployed. Pronto. Take it easy, Yellow Man. You people are uptight all the time. As I said, It's not all Apache. It's some Mayan writing as well. I think. Crew chief. So what does it say? Pronto. Something like, behind this wall lives the fallen god Mac. Something. This part I don't understand. But the ending is something like, do not open. I found a way to open it. We can't blast it open. We'll have to use coyote fur and owl feathers in the form of a circle. Crew chief. Whatever you say, as long as it works. Just answer me this. Where will we get this coyote fur and owl feather from? Pronto. Simple. My jacket is coyote fur and my car ornament is of owl feathers. Crew member. How lucky for us. What if the sign would have said rat fur and buffalo droppings? Everyone starts to laugh. Pronto runs back from his car. Okay, now place the explosives. Tachi. As to your comment, I would have gotten the rat fur from your rat ass and the droppings from your mother. Everyone laughs. At that moment, the blast blew a hole in the side of the rock face, setting Machista free. The sound was a loud haul. Crew chief. What the hell are you? Machista. Don't you know your conqueror when you see him? Crew chief. My conqueror? I don't have one. I fear not, man, but Buddha. Holding out his necklace. Pronto. I'm not going to hang around to find out who he is. I think I did something wrong, guys. He turns and runs away. At that moment, Machista changes his shape to the form of Buddha and cuts off the crew chief's head. Crew member, running to the phone. Mr. Kim! Mr. Kim! We are under attack by... At that moment, he is killed by Machista. Yoshi. Slow down now. What's going on up there? Can anyone hear me? Mixing the sounds of gunshots and screaming. Switch the scene to Ben, Blackfoot, and Tracy talking at Blackfoot's home in the backyard. Blackfoot. Ben. He is free. Ben. I know grandfather. I felt his power for the first time. Tracy. Mr. Begay. I'm scared. Holding out her arms. Blackfoot hugs Tracy and looks at Ben. Blackfoot. So am I, my dear. So am I. Ben. What do we do next? Fight the Japanese for our land and Machista to live? Blackfoot. No. First we pray. And then we call a council meeting, where I will pass off my gift to you. Ben. What gift? Looking at Blackfoot. Give it to me now. Blackfoot. All in due time. Ben. Looks to me like the time is now. Tracy. Look up in the hills. It's a fire. Let's go see what's going on. Blackfoot. I'm right behind you. They walk to Ben's truck. Ben. Let me help you get in my truck. Blackfoot. This day, and more to come. I have lived in my past dreams. Tracy. Switch the scene with Yoshi and two of his security guards. Reopen the scene with Yoshi, looking at the death left in Machista's wake. Yoshi. What in the hell went on here? Looking at all the dead bodies. Security guard 1. Mr. Kim, over here, pointing to a body. Yoshi. What is it? Running to the guard's location. Security guard 1. I found him half dead. We'll need to call for an evac. Yoshi. By Buddha. Yamamoto. What happened here? Crew member. It was. Pause. Coughing on his own blood. Yoshi, help is on the way. Now talk to me. It's me. Yoshi. Crew member. It was a great big Indian Buddha. And he dies. Yoshi. That makes no sense. Security guard 1. Mr. Kim, he's gone. Checking his pulse. Yoshi calls his aide in his office. Yoshi's aide. Goza Corp. Mr. Kim's office. May I help you? Yoshi. Yes? Make a call to Mr. Goza and call my available police to the Goza Science Facility. Yoshi's aide. Is something wrong, Mr. Kim? Yoshi. Just fucking do what I told you, got it? He hangs up on her. Security guard 1. Mr. Kim, what do you think happened here? Pointing. Yoshi starts to walk away to the cavern that is now open. Yoshi. I know this. The killers were Indian and they will pay. It had to be them that didn't want us here. Anyway. Switch the scene to the council hall, with Blackfoot addressing the group of Indians. Blackfoot. My people. Pointing to everyone to sit down and be quiet. The enemy is here, and I have seen the evil that will plague our people. It's not a man, so we can't kill him. He's an evil spirit that can take the form of any man or beast. He will not be easily defeated, but as a nation of one we can defeat him and once and for all thrust the evil back into the pit of hell. I see on your faces the lack of understanding to my words, but this evil won't take long to show himself. Crowd person. Shaman Begay. If we don't know what form he'll be in, how can we recognize him to stop him? Blackfoot. No matter what form the evil takes, his eyes will have a dim, dark look to it, as if it's void of life. Crowd person. Who or what is this evil? Blackfoot. He was once one of our spirit warriors that descended the ranks of a god. He was such a warrior that even in death this spirit. Switch the scene to a scene of Machista fighting in battle and being killed. And then as a god, stealing the flame from the god of fire, Blackfoot, wouldn't rest. He one day took the spirit of the god of fire. Switch the scene to the gate guard's son on the phone with CNN reporter. CNN reporter. Hello, CNN. Alan. Talk to me. Gate guard's son. Sir. My name is Ed. The reason for this call is to inform you of the truth behind Redlands and how it was sold. CNN reporter. What truth is this, Ed? Many people have different versions of the truth. Gate guard's son. No, this is about the sale of my homeland that you now call Hiroshima too. CNN reporter. Keep talking, you're getting hotter. Gate guard's son. Mike Kelly and Yoshi Kim used me to drive them up to Blackfoot's home, where Mike tricked Blackfoot into signing what he thought was a construction deal. But what it was, the deed to Redlands. CNN reporter. Ed, what can I do for you with this information? Gate guard's son. I fear war is pending here, and I feel responsible for most of it. If you don't want to help me, that's okay. I'll call someone who will. CNN reporter. Hold on, kid. When and where should we meet? If I take the story, I'll need more. Gate guard's son. I'll call you back soon. CNN reporter. Hold on. Hold on. Ed hangs up and switches the scene to Yoshi's office with him talking to Mr. Goza on the phone. Mr. Goza. Yoshi. What is going on? Yoshi. Miss Goza, the science building, was destroyed. But more importantly, 20 of my men were killed today. Mr. Goza. Do you know who the killers were? Yoshi. I think it's an Indian named Pronto. I left him to work with my crew, and his body is the only one not found. I don't think he could have done the killings by himself, sir. Mr. Goza. What do you need of me right now, Yoshi? Yoshi. I have tried to work with these people, but it's time we put them off our land. But sir, I want the killer or killers to come and face justice. Mr. Goza. I need 10,000 troops in here to secure and police the evacuation of these Indians. Mr. Goza. I'll have them there within 2 days. Yoshi. I will contact the group of these events. Switch the scene to the Japanese police, driving in and around town, telling all the Japanese to stay inside until further notice. Show a clip on the Japanese TV. Reopen the scene with Yoshi calling Mr. Longstand Bige. Longstand. How can I help you, Mr. Kim? Yoshi. How did you know it was me? Longstand. The winds don't only carry smell, it also carries sound, and your sound is that of anger and deceit. Yoshi. Anger. You say, Mr. Bige? Deceit is the killing of 21 innocent people. I will be meeting with your so-called council in 2 days. And at that time, I want the Indian who goes by the name of Pronto in my custody. Longstand. He laughs. Pronto is not your people's killer. Machista is the killer. We will meet with you at 4:00 p.m. on Friday, Mr. Kim. Yoshi Pronto Machista. I don't care. I want the killer or killers of my people. Got it. He hangs up and calls his aide. Ming. Call my heads of security to the meeting room. Now. Switch the scene to Blackfoot and Ben talking to Ben's dad. Longstand. Blackfoot. I want you to stay here from now on with Machista now free. No one is safe. Blackfoot. My home is free of Machista, plus he isn't after me yet. Longstand. We need to meet with the council as soon as we can. I received a phone call from our Mr. Kim today telling me he wants to meet with us in the council hall to 1. He didn't say. 2nd, he is upset over the killings of his people, and he thinks Pronto is behind it. Tracy Pronto couldn't have killed all those people by himself. Longstand. They know that, but they will use this incident to push us off this land. Blackfoot. Ben, come. We must prepare for war. Switch the scene to Machista, in the form of an eagle flying back to an old pueblo, where he has a Japanese child hostage. Language, in Japanese. Japanese girl. Please, please, let me go. Machista. Silence. I will imprison you here just like my people did to me. Switch the scene to the council meeting 2 days later. Also show scenes of 33 airlift planes landing on the Goza airstrip. Open the scene with Yoshi talking to the council with 20 of his military militia. Yoshi. Gentlemen, by the looks on your faces, I can tell you're wondering why I called for this meeting. 3 days ago, 21 of my people were killed. These people were all employees of the Goza Corporation. In my investigation, I found that the chief suspect is the Indian by the name of Pronto. I want him turned over to my police immediately. A lot of talk and murmur. Longstand. I, nor anyone in my council, is harboring any allege